Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today I'm here with my friend and colleague, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and church leader. I'm Tara Lita from California Cover Ups, and we are the Biz Chicks. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Every Monday, we do coffee, tea, thoughts, and conversations. So we want to welcome you to the conversation this morning. And today's topic is Fran,
Oh,
dreams. Go ahead.
dreams are not achieved.
Mm-hmm.
They're not meant to be achieved. Okay,
Oh, really?
so no. So if you can do me a favor and of look up the definition of achieved.
Okay.
That's what you want Starbucks. No.
Okay. So I'm looking up achieved.
Yeah, because it's very powerful, controversial because we've all achieved your dreams. Okay, but your dreams are not meant to be achieved.
Successfully bring about or reach by effort, skill, or courage. Hmm.
Now, you should still have the effort, you still should have the courage, you should still be reaching,
Uh-huh.
but your dream should never be achieved.
Oh, how interesting.
Okay, so you want to know what that really means? When we are, let's use, okay,
What
okay, now I'm
happened
trying,
there? I
I
didn't
don't know.
I didn't touch anything. How
Okay,
interesting.
okay. So when we say, for instance, I want to live,
Mhm,
I want to buy, I want to own a home on the beach, right?
mhm.
My dream is to own a home on the beach, but technically, my dream is to live on the beach.
Is it?
If I buy a home on the beach, why am I buying a home on the beach?
Okay, because you want to live near the water. Okay.
Right. So buying the beach house doesn't necessarily, if I bought the beach house, is my dream fulfilled? Have I achieved my dream?
I would say yes.
I would say no, because purchasing the beach house, unless my dream was to have a home and just have the beach house and have the house where I can rent it out or whatever, then then I'm uh, still not the dream still isn't achieved because now I need to rent out the beach house. I need to do the things to get people to put it up as a rental, to get people to come in. It never stops. The dreaming never stops. Achieved means it had an end date. It had a end to it. So uh, I
Well, okay. So,
so let me finish my story
okay.
about the dream,
Yeah.
about the the house
The
on the beach.
process.
Okay, so my house on the beach. I bought the house. The purpose of me buying the house on the beach. So here's where the dream comes. The thing comes in. The purpose for me buying that house on the beach is to live in the house, write, take vacations, go there, write in the to do writing and do other things. So if I just bought the house on the beach,
Uh-huh.
I'm not, so suffice it to say, dreams are not achieved. They're supposed to be lived out. Your dreams are supposed to be living continually. Your
Mm.
dream is not ever fulfilled, it is fulfilling. It is a continual process. It is not stop, stop. So, dreaming and living your dream is you take I have my house on the beach. Now I am going to the beach every weekend, or I'm going to the beach every um, so often. I am now living that dream. I'm not it. I just didn't buy the beach house. I live in the beach house. I take up residence. I cook food there. I do things there. I am the dream, living the dream, not achieving. And okay, and I checked it off the list. I'm living this dream. It's a continuation, like it doesn't stop.
So it
The
evolved.
it continues to blossom and grow, and it continues, it doesn't stop. It's almost like Mark's comment at the top. He said we are replaced with new ones. It's not necessarily replaced, it just blossoms into another phase of it, but you're living the dream. So if I'm writing out a dream, if I'm writing out who I would like to be, what I'd like to do, what I'd like to have, I have a car that I want, right? But
Mm-hmm.
having the car is not the fulfillment of the dream. Having the car, I bought the car and I stopped because okay, if I just bought the car, now the car is parked in the garage. I'm living the dream is me purchasing that car, seeing driving, driving the car. The dream is driving the car, not buying the car and park it in the garage. It's the dream is to live out.
Okay.
It's the living of it. I
Okay.
know it's controversial, but hey.
No, I just think it's confusing. Because I'm looking at this statement from Mark. Okay, can I put that
Hmm.
up
Yeah.
now? Okay. So I completely disagree. Dreams are achieved and are replaced with new dreams. Okay, and I think that's sort of how I look at dreams. I get here because if I never reach my goal, I'm going to always be frustrated.
But you're never going to reach your goal. You're going to be living through your goal. Your goal last week was to watch your daughter graduate, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
You didn't stop. You kept going. Okay, her dream was to get to this place. She has the paper. Now she's still living. Her ultimate dream was to become the person that she wanted to become in that field
Endeavor.
of
Hmm.
endeavor. Thank you. She did the work, she did the classes, she did everything to go through those things to get the piece of paper. But now that you get the piece of paper and just stop? No, she's living her dream of that endeavor every day, right? She gets to do this and she goes here and she's living that dream. Her dream, she's living in her dream. It
Okay.
wasn't just to, I want to be this, and you stop, like a doctor.
Hmm.
I dream of being a doctor. Okay, being a doctor is an activity, it is an action, it is not a stop. I got my degree as a doctor. No, now you are taking care of patients, doing things to change people's health for the better, hopefully. Uh, and now
So,
I'm a dream. The dream is constantly going day after day.
okay, let
Mark
me
has
take this
another
comment.
comment.
Mark says, for me, it's not that dreams are not achieved. It is the fact that what someone really wants is often underneath the expressed dream. It's often what the dream represents, not the dream itself.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So when I said I want a house on the beach, house on the beach is technically a tool that I can live my dream in. The house on the beach is a tool. The dream is living by the beach so I can write and so I can be inspired or what have you. The dream is living by the water, smelling
Okay.
the ocean air. That's the dream. But buying a house on the beach is just a tool. It's a place for me to stay so that I can live out my dream of being by the ocean, smelling the sea air. So the dream technically wasn't buying a house on the beach. It's the tool that I use to live the dream. You're, yes.
Okay, so
Uh,
what is the ultimate dream? You got the house on the beach.
the dream is to live near the water, watch the sunrise, watch the waves, smell the sea air, feel the gentle breeze. Hopefully not storms, but and then Mark has another comment down there.
A large part of the work that I do with people in regard to their expressed dream is dissecting it to see that it is really the core of the desire, or if it is what the client has concluded is the final destination, which is simply one expression. It's usually not the expressed dream, but what it represents to the person.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, using the beach house, the dream technically is not buying the beach house. The dream is to live near the ocean, live on the beach so I can see the water, feel the air, live it, meaning be able to come there whenever I want to go and come. And it doesn't stop because me living there, I'm still coming and going, writing, creating, drawing. So all of those things, those are the underlying thing is the dream. Let's take, for instance, when you went to university and you got your degree. Okay, that was a goal because I'm not telling you you don't accomplish it. You got the piece of paper, but does that fulfill the dream you had when you got the paper?
Well, the objective was to get the piece of paper so that I could teach, which was my objective. Now, so it's a dream, the fact that I got to teach. And then when I got that dream and started teaching, is the dream achieved?
Are you still teaching?
Teaching every day.
Exactly. So you're living the dream. You didn't stop teaching. You don't stop. You're still teaching.
Mm-hmm.
You never stop teaching because once achievement means coming to termination, it's done. We can check that off the list. You're still teaching. You're
Mm-hmm.
still moving. You're still sharing your knowledge with people. Even working with the state, you're still teaching them, and you're still teaching. You never stop teaching.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now Mark has a comment. He says, but if your dream is to live near the ocean and you get a house on the ocean, your dream has been fulfilled.
No, it hasn't. I need to be living there all the time. I need to be on the water, near the water, all living there, cooking my breakfast there, writing there. It needs to be a part of my life. If I'm up in uh, Sacramento and I'm not on the beach, I'm not living that dream.
Okay, but you get the house.
I bought the house. That's the tool. Check.
Okay. And
That
you're
wasn't
in
the
the house.
dream.
Are you not living the dream?
No, I bought a house. I'm not living in. I'm not at the ocean. The house is 300 miles away.
No, I'm talking about if you get the house by the ocean.
Live is the operative word.
Okay.
Live,
Living the dream.
meaning live means to where I take up residence. Right. I am. Uh, I am living out the thing that I've imagined. I would love being able to get up in the morning, look out and see the sunrise, smell the sea air, walk on the sandy beach, and do it over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that.
So let me ask you this. Are you saying dreams are lived, not achieved?
Yes, exactly. You live a dream, not achieve it.
Okay. Interesting.
You
That's
live
more.
dreams, not achieve them. You're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be living your dreams.
Huh. Okay.
Seriously, living the dream. You teach.
And Mark said,
Now,
you know, Francine, we're going to have to agree to disagree this time. I always appreciate your perspective. However,
I
yeah,
understand.
yeah, I think I'm in here with Mark. I'm like,
That's
okay,
okay.
and
I,
yeah,
I, because I know it's very controversial because we've always been taught achieve your dream, but your dream doesn't stop. You are to live your dream every day.
mm,
Live in the dream.
hmm,
You live the dream every day. And your daughter is an excellent example. That woman is living that dream.
yeah,
She went after it. She's living it.
hmm,
She's in it every day. She wakes up with it. She goes to sleep with it. Her waking being is in that dream.
hmm. That's true.
She didn't stop. Now, if she just like, oh, I got that, and then she just sat down somewhere, she's not living it. She achieved it.
Mm,
She achieved everything she needed to do to get to that point, and now she can just sit down and say, whew, I finished it. You never finish your dream.
okay, so you have to work out your soul salvation.
You
Okay.
you no, you just keep living it, and that's why it's now what Mark always talks about. That's why it's important for you to know what it is that you want out of life
Yeah.
and what you don't want, because a lot of people are living day to day in a life they never dreamed. I never
Mm-hmm.
dreamed I'd be here.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mark, are you still living in Chicago?
He
He
says,
dreamed of moving
I
to
dreamed of
Chicago.
moving to
Moving
Chicago.
to Chicago.
Hmm.
Okay, you
I
moved to
moved to Chicago.
Chicago,
Go
but
ahead.
are you living in Chicago? Yes, you are living in Chicago. You haven't moved, it just stopped. See, here's the thing. If we stop moving, what happens? If we just stopped it, Mark, you got to Chicago and you are in Chicago. But now that you're in Chicago, what do? You just sit in a chair because you're in Chicago? No, you are living in.
But he says he moved on to the next dream. You see, I think Mark and I are like, okay, these are timelines. These are benchmarks on the timeline. Let's see.
Okay,
He says, yes, but my dream of moving to Chicago is fulfilled. He got there. I don't have to dream of moving anymore. I'm here. He's arrived.
but you don't arrive on a dream. I'm just saying, my take is your dream, you never arrive. A dream is fulfilled or it ended. It's not. You're still in Chicago. You're still moving. You're still living.
On
And
that particular dream.
yeah, dreams, and like you said before, dreams are lived, not achieved. You
Mhm.
live a dream.
Hmm.
Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to have? All of these are components of a dream. They are the components of the dream. Uh, some people like to travel.
Mhm.
I dream of traveling the world, or are you living that dream? You don't stop. If you say I want to travel, you does that mean you go to the next town over and back and then you're done? Dr. Tachi has a question. She says, so then is there a differentiation between a goal and a dream? Yes,
That's a good,
ma'am, there is.
that's a good question.
It's a
Okay, can you
difference
clarify
between,
that for us?
uh, so Dr. Tachi, the goal, Mark moving to Chicago, I would have called that a goal. I have a goal. I want to move to Chicago. But the dream underlying, the underlying, uh, he wanted to live. He wants to live in Chicago, or else he would be living somewhere else.
So
So
he's
he
living
wanted
the
to,
dream.
yes, he's living his dream. The goal was to move to Chicago. Check. Living the dream now. He's living the dream in Chicago because he could do what he's doing right now somewhere else, but he wanted to live in Chicago. Live, take up
Mhm.
residence, breathe, move, buy. You're having, he's having his being in Chicago. He could have his being in Hawaii. He can have his being in Florida. Dr. Tachi, her apparently her dream is to live in Florida because she's in Florida living her dream. She's teaching, she's doing production, she's living it.
Mhm.
It's not just I have achieved my dream. Okay, that you no, you achieve goals, you live dreams. I
Okay.
think that sums it up. You achieve goals and live dreams.
Okay. So now Mark says, for me, the dream is the vision. The goals are the incremental steps you must fulfill in achieving the dream. No.
Dr. Thompson say, no, that is not my dream, Florida. Okay. But her dream is production. She
Mm,
lives that, doing production and teaching and all of that. She's living that dream. Now, where she decides to live it, but she's living out her dream. There are
okay.
many people who are not living their dream. They're living other people's dreams,
Mm, hmm
but
I
they're
don't.
not living
I don't
theirs.
think any of us will disagree with you on that.
Right.
Yep.
But the living out of the dreams. So if I put on my vision board, I would like to be living on the beach. That means I would like to be living on the beach. Now that means I got to make some moves and do some things and some opportunities, even if that means taking quarterly trips to the beach, pulling up in the beach house, cooking my breakfast there, watching the sunrise, taking a swim in the ocean, all of the above.
Mm,
That's living the dream.
hmm
So we need to know what our dream is and what our dream
Yeah,
isn't.
that's a good
It,
start.
it's a big start because buying the beach house is not necessarily the dream. That's the goal that will help me fulfill this dream. For me to live
Mhm.
on the beach, I'm not wanting to live in a tent. Remember Death in Paradise?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so the characters in Death in Paradise, the police inspector, I'm talking about the first one.
Okay.
His dream was not to live on the beach. Everybody else is like, woohoo, look at the beach and look how gorgeous is it. He was like, he wanted to be back in dreary London, right?
Hmm. Yes.
Even though he had this paradise around him, he did not, that wasn't his dream. He wanted sausage, is what they call them, bangers in England. He wanted the sausage. He wanted the
The
cloudy
front
weather
on the windows, the hearth in the um what do you call those
in
things when you go on the weekends? The bar. They call them
the
something.
pub.
Anyway, the pub. He wanted the hearth in the pub and all of that.
So he wasn't living his dream, and nor was he happy.
Mm,
He did his job, but he wasn't happy about it. That
mm,
wasn't his dream. Now everybody else want to live in such a beautiful place. And
yep.
the actors who played the role, they got tired of living there after 6 months. They was like, we're done because they had to film. It
Mm,
was 6 months of shooting in that environment. You're on the beach in the Caribbean. How is this not? Because that wasn't their dream.
I see. The dream was to be in Paris and London and the cities that they came from.
For whatever. So all of that to say is discover what is what do you really want to be doing? If it's writing, get to writing. What's your thrive environment? What is it that you want to do? Mark is living his dream. He is living in Chicago and doing the work that he wants to do, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie, you still teach.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's something that you've always wanted to do, and you're doing it. You haven't stopped since you were teaching the little kids in your neighborhood, or the your dolls or whatever you've been teaching.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Well, okay, so live the dream.
Not don't achieve it, live it. Okay, I want to add this one. Goals are to be achieved, dreams are to be lived.
Okay. All right.
You have to live your dream. Um, and I wrote, part of my dream is I wrote, I would like to go to the beach every quarter, every 4 months or 3 months or whatever. Just go to the beach, sit in the ocean, sit by the ocean, get in the ocean, do something with the ocean. And if I'm doing that on a regular basis, then I'm living the dream. Ultimately, I will buy a house on the beach where I can go. I could Airbnb it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a step forward in the process.
Yes.
So, Dr. Tachi, I appreciate that question about between goals and dreams. Yes, a goal, the goals, like Mark said, could be the timelines you guys were talking about within the dream. So figure out what your dream is. Make sure it's yours, and it doesn't belong. Doesn't have to. What does it belong to? Other people.
Mm. I think that's really important.
So it's your dream. What are you doing to live it? What are you doing to live your dream? You can live in it every day. Are you making the money you want to make? Are you, uh, are like Mark would always say, are you the person you want to be? Who do you want
Mm.
to be?
Mm-hmm.
So are you the person that you want to be? See, be, you cannot stop being, because if you stop being, you means that you have left this planet. So who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to have?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would like to, uh, my dream is to inspire others to be themselves, to discover their genius, to be who they are really meant to be, and do that. Excavate. What is that? Archaeological, do an archaeological dig and
Mm.
essence. Mark said the biggest mistake that people make, which I see more often is not, is that people confuse the means with the end. They make the way the dream instead of a method of achieving it. Yes. Yep. That we agree on that, Mark. I know I came in here tossing up, kicking over sacred cows and flipping stuff, and I was just thinking about it. I was like, I looked up the definition of achieved. It means to come to an end. I was like, no, a goal can come to an end, but my dream never ends. My dream never comes to an end. Um, and our dream for you never comes to an end. We are always here wanting to help you take the hassle out of your hustle. That
Indeed.
and that will never end. We will always bring you information. We will bring you inspiration. We'll bring you tools. We'll do things to help you take the hassle out of your hustle. Meaning, this is a passion. That dream won't die. That has been our dream since we were on Periscope a long
Mm,
time ago. We was like, okay, there's got to be a way that this does not have to be confusing, and that that has been our dream. There have been many tools to help you do it. The show is one of those tools, a way
mhm.
to uh, get you information. There's, you understand, there's different ways of making the thing happen.
Okay.
Like Mark saying, the way to the dream. So this is one of the ways. One of the ways to the dream is doing the show. Now we've had to pivot several times in the process. Okay, Fire Talk no longer there, so and so no longer, and we keep moving until we
Hmm.
found StreamYard and we are able to continue the dream
Yes.
of helping you build a profitable business that's fun to run.
Hmm.
Now we that will never stop. So, and with that being said, first Monday is coming up, um,
Next.
August the 7th, I believe it is,
Hmm.
and we will be at Seasons 52 in person. Uh, I do believe if if you go to bizchicks.net, I'll make sure that it's on the website. If you'd like to come, you can find it on Eventbrite as well. Um, but we will be live and in person. Dr. Tachi was with us last time. It was really
Yes, she was.
good. We brought her in all the way from Florida into Sacramento. That was good. Mark, we're gonna have to bring you in too.
Yes.
Yes. Gonna bring all our fan favorites in. Bring you all in from anywhere in the world. Bring you into the first Monday event. If you're on the East Coast, it'll our event is at 6 p.m., so that's 9 p.m. your time. We will make sure to get you up on stage and so that you can get about your evening. Um,
Hmm.
so first Monday, this Monday, and if you're in Sacramento, you can come. We'll be at Seasons 52, 5:30 p.m. And the details will be on bizchicks.net or Eventbrite.
Hmm.
No cost, as this is our 10th year anniversary, and that is our gift to you. I can't believe it's been 10 years.
There you go.
And Mark says, if nothing else, it's always a treat to tune in to see Tachi's earring selection. So we really want to say thank you for being here. And I was, Terry brings us stuff on Fridays on our Tech Life Weekly that we're like, what? And some days on Mondays, that's my job. Today, live your dream. That's what I want to tell you. Find it and live it. Find your dream and live it. Terry, any other comments? And
I'm sorry. I just want to say we love to help you share what it is you do and how you do it. So come on over and join the Biz Chicks community. You can text Biz to 33777, or you can find us over at bizchicks.net. I just want
Mm-hmm.
to say, live the dream. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yep,
Bye bye,
TJ,
everyone.
Coach TJ's got some stuff for us.